You'll notice I'm back at the board where I belong, so there weren't any egregious errors this evening on the final wager. I do want to talk before we get into the Final Jeopardy wagering about Nick's daily double with 4 clues remaining in the Double Jeopardy round. Found under the $1,600 clue in the synonyms category. Remaining are the $2,000 clue in the synonyms category and the 2 lower levels on a nursery rhyme category that none of our players seem to like. Nick ended up wagering $2,000, which brought him up to $11,600. And the thing about that wager is it doesn't get you to 2/3 of Campbell's score. When you're at 2/3 of the leader's score, then you can hope that he'll wager properly and get it wrong, and you'll win by default. If you're not within 2/3, you have to get final right, and he has to get it wrong. That's the only way you can possibly win. He could also get one of these remaining clues, but I wouldn't be too confident in that either, because, as I said, no one liked the cats category and the synonyms category. Nick had just missed the $1,200 clue, as had all 3 of the players, or at least not buzzed in. So here's the thing about getting a daily double late in Double Jeopardy and having to make a move here. If you like the category better than, let's say, 50% of the categories, you're going to want to go big. Otherwise, you're going to have to rely on a totally random category showing up in Final Jeopardy about which you may know everything, about which you may know nothing, about which your opponent may know everything, and you're sunk either way. So, maybe Nick didn't like the category, and he went for $2,000. I was hoping that we would see another lock tie situation, but it didn't work out that way. Nick ended up getting another clue right, $2,000 clue right, and then getting a $2,000 clue wrong, and ending up back where he started after the daily double. So here are our scores. Campbell 19-2, Nick 11-6, Sarah Tess 2,600. We'll start with first and second. If Nick doubles up, he'll have 23-2. So to cover him, Campbell will need to wager 4,000. If he's wrong with that wager, he'll be left with 15,200. That's more than Nick has already, so Nick might as well just wager everything. At a bare minimum, he'll need to wager 3,600. That would get him up to 15,200. If he's wrong with that wager, he's going to be left with 8,000. There's no way for Sarah Tess to catch him. That would be her minimum if it were within her range. If I was Sarah Tess, I would just leave some cash in the bank in case Nick does what he's supposed to do and wagers everything. As it turns out, Sarah Tess left 100 in the bank. Nick went for everything but got it wrong. And Campbell got it wrong and wagered 4,000, exactly what he needed to do. Perhaps some shades of Arthur Chu. What I do know is that Campbell is the first multi-day male champion since Mr. Chu 3.5 months ago. No, almost 4 months ago, March 12th. Pretty absurd, but he's a good player, and he's going for 3 tomorrow. I hope you'll join me then on the final wager.